Today's date is April 14th, 2025. We're in Manhattan Beach, and it looks like we only have to walk one block to the beach from the house. It looks like a good surfing day, and we also had a earthquake warning from 6.7 in San Diego. So yeah, it's starting out to be a pretty exciting day. I can't believe how neat, what a nice surfing day. Anyway, I'll be back. So for those of you that are landlocked, hopefully you can hear this. It's been a good surfing day. All these guys are having a lot of fun. And we'll be back. Today's date is April 16th, 2025. And it looks like Pete finally got the paint job finished on the rolling gate, and we're just waiting to get a trailer to take it a couple miles away. But what this video is about is the owner of a property over there sold us these drill presses. So we have a project that we want to have where we have a drilling operation, a tapping operation. Some of these need to be sized. So anyway, my job is to get them so that we can put them to work. So I'm going to start by putting our penetrating oil on all of this stuff, and get some information on how to. These are all three-phase motors, so I'm hoping they're 220. See, all of this has been out in the weather for 35-40 years. Anyway, let's see what we can do to make this all work. They're all Baldors, so not all of them, I guess. So we have I think I can get I should be able to get these to work. Get that. So this, from my contact standpoint, is an exciting project. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and put our penetrating oil in there and let that start doing its thing, and then we'll start working from there. So my penetrating oil is transmission, 50% transmission fluid and 50% acetone. So let's hope this works out. Look at this table, really awesome. It's all a cast table, and then pretty solid stand. Look at that, battleship metal. So anyway, I'm gonna pick that ball up, and then this is that's a pretty neat table. I might make that my test stand if Pete's amenable to it. Anyway, our other project, which was the hydraulic project,
someone tried to replace the truth with a TikTok filter to manufacture the illusion of transparency.
So I'm going to go to work here. I'm going to get my transmission fluid here. So it looks like this has been leaking. I got a mess right here. So I've been out looking for pressure gauges. I might have found one. It'll require some adapting. So anyway, I'm going to hook up the cylinder, see if what I am assuming is that they're wired for 110 volts. Pretty optimistic that I got that right. You know, if you know anything about these, you can see how that's those jumpers are. The only problem would be this is a capacitive start, capacitive run motor, so you know it's been sitting around outside for 20 to 30 years, hot and cold, rain. So we'll see if the caps are doing all right. I'm back. My battery went dead. So anyway, what I'm trying to do is get this one running. I got to figure. I'm going to pull this apart again and see if I can see how these relays operate this. So you know, the block. So I don't know what the name is for that, but so anyway, I'm going to hook up the supply and discharge. You know, I don't. Oh, here's the. I believe this is going to be the return right here, and this will be the supply since it's underneath the switching block. God, I wish I could remember the name. Anyway, this is going to be my return. So what I'm going to do, although, anyway, this seems to be the output here, and maybe, you know, see, I got to figure all that out. I don't know for sure. What I want to do is get some oil in there before I start this so I don't run the pump dry. That's my first hurdle, and then from there I'll start trying to figure out, this being plastic, maybe that's the return. Maybe that's the return and this is a supply. I would venture to say that's probably what it is. Supply, return. Then this is more of a permanent plug. This is temporary. So anyway, this is a supply with a, yeah, well, we have a good, hopefully a good pressure gauge. So anyway, that's what I'm going to try and do, is get this running. I'm trying to have this all ready for our furnace. So anyway, that's, I didn't make a video of that when I went over there. Maybe I should. So all those nails that I was able to get out of the out of that big old barrel, we're gonna melt down, and I'm looking for something to make a casting of. So a lot of things would be nice. The wrenches, the dedicated wrenches to the lathe, most of them were. Now when you see these are just cut, see how they just took a regular wrench. But I saw some here that were cast, which is pretty neat, because they're all weird, like 25/64 or something like that. I don't see any here. Maybe it's over on the other. Let's see here. I made that one. No, I don't see it. It's really neat. All cast. Oh well, that's it for the moment. I'm hoping that Pete will be able to come by later and we can go get some of those furnace or smelters. So what I'm doing here, what Pete and I talked about, and what Greg said we could do is not to spend a bunch of time on the on these masts right here. All I'm going to do is get this so I can free it up from so we can put the forklift on there and raise that off of there. Actually, I could just well, I would have to clean those all out too. Gonna have to anyway. So anyway, this is I'm just gonna put our acetone and transmission fluid mixture on here. This evaporates pretty fast. It seems to really, it's penetrating, really awesome. this has been sitting out for a considerable amount of time. Boy, the wind. Boy, I'm on the wrong side here. Get on the other side. Okay, this is my hour that I put every week or whenever I'm here to keep everything up and running. So this is my weekly half-hour run. So I was able to charge the battery while it's running with the solar panel. So I'm happy about that. This thing is so powerful. Oh, my oiler, I forgot to turn that on. When you that oiler goes straight on the piston, so if you don't have it on there, it loses compression. When I started, I had the compression release off about right there. So you can hear it. Pretty powerful. So I got that going. I'm going to be testing these hoses out here pretty soon. I wanted to get that done. I got to put some time into to my hit and miss right here. So this is full of leaves and everything, reservoir. I want to check it to, there's a crack on here on the front part. So I want to seal that all up and make sure it's going to hold water before I do anything else on that. So I'll be back. Okay, I'm finishing up the day. The tapper, I think it's my fixturing that's messed up, but the tapper wants to try and back out, but some reason it's all messed up. I think it's, you know, I tried bolting this down, and I think the stroke on it, I can't go any lower with this, and I can't go any higher with this. So I don't have the space right there. So anyway, I'm going to be working on that, finishing it. I want to make that so we can put it on the shelf and have it be working. I think the backing out clutch in there needs to be adjusted or cleaned or something. You know, it was sitting out in the dirt, and then I got it cleaned up. So before I try to do another tapping operation, I'm going to check the lubrication and check the I think it could be leather interface in there or something, because it uses a planetary gear here and a planetary gear up here, and it's got a conical anyway, we'll look at that when I take it apart. So that's the end of this video. I'm going to go home and post it. Today's date is April 17th, 2025, and what we're in the middle of doing right now, we're getting we just rotated the overhead hoist, and what we're going to do is move this table and the drill presses out back. So I got to open this door still. So what I'm doing is clearing. All my stuff is on wheels, so I can move everything out of the way. So what's happening now is I got a bag of trash I'm going to get out of here. I've got this pallet. I'm going to put some more, more stuff on there and get this cleared up. I think I want to get that press out here where we can use it. So anyway, I want to get that saw out of here. That's something that we can take over to the other side. So what I'm doing right now is getting everything staged. I don't want those over here either, but so I gotta move this all out, open that door, and then Pete be able to get the forklift in here. So I'll be back. Okay, here's the new additions to the shop. I'm gonna see what I can do and get some wheels on this, and I'm gonna probably use this as my test stand. It would be a good use for that. I gotta find a use for the for that filter over there. So we've got our 4 drill presses here, and I've oiled them all up and everything, so we're just going to let it sit for a little bit, and then start with one and work our way down the road. See, this is a 3-phase, so I'm going to have to get an inverter and do all of this. So that's going to be a PETA. So other than that, I'm just glad we have this, because now we can, when we have drilling projects, a lot of times off of like the drill press in the front of the shop, you need to support it, you know, otherwise you have to have a cart and everything. This is big enough where we can do a drill and tap operation just concurrently with it sitting on the table. So this is a really good find. And other than that, that's about it for the day. I'm just cleaning up the shop, so I'll see you on the next video.